Hi, and welcome to all my new and returning viewers. This is going to be the reveal video for the Little Red Dress project. I heard about this last month and really wanted to join in. It's kind of a hashtag that is on Instagram and YouTube. It is hosted by Renata of RunningNStyle and Rosa Angelica of Sewn. I thought it sounded really fun, so I wanted to join in. I hadn't had any plans to sew a little red dress of any kind. So I have a kind of a small stash, so I took myself down to Joann's on Black Friday. I had all the coupons and all the sales were on, and just to see what I could find. My Joann's is pretty small. They don't have a really big selection of any kind of apparel fabrics, but I thought maybe I could find something to use as, I don't know, wearable muslin for one of the other dresses that I had planned. When I got there, I walked in and I saw this fabric, a little fussy with the color of red that I like. I like a blue red, and that's what this is. I like to steer away from those more orangey, tomatoey reds. Picked it up and touched it, and it's a stretch velvet. It has these little silver kind of glitter dots in it. And I thought, well, this is beautiful, except I've never sewn with any kind of a knit stretchy fabric because up until this point, I have sewn with a vintage 1947 Singer. It is a 1591. It only does a straight stitch. It has no zigzag, nothing else. It just does straight stitch. And I thought you couldn't sew a knit with just a straight stitch. I thought you needed a zigzag or a stretch stitch or something. So I'm getting a new sewing machine for Christmas, but by the time that I open the box with that in it, this challenge would be over. I think this runs from the 17th of December to the 24th. So if I was going to use this fabric, I had to sew it on my old machine. And I looked up, and it turns out that you can indeed sew a knit fabric on a straight stitch only machine by stretching the fabric as you are sewing it. It allows some play in the stitch so that when the fabric stretches after, as you're wearing it, that the stitches won't pop. So that's how I sewed this entire dress. I sewed it on my vintage machine. The stitches are, or the seams are sewn twice. So, and I have stretched them and, pulled on them, and no stitches have popped at all. I did wear it to a Christmas party last week. The pattern for this was very much inspired by Alex of SewHappy because I'd been watching her videos kind of shortly before I went shopping, and she very enthusiastically was talking about this pattern on a couple of them. And as soon as I touched the fabric, I thought, oh, that would be that beautiful wrap dress that she was talking about, and that is this Vogue 8896. And so I ended up, because I had all the coupons and all the sales and things, the whole project was right around $20, which I thought for a more or less wearable muslin and a very sort of holiday dress that I'm only going to wear a few times, it seemed reasonable to try it. So let me stand up and try to show you it. So I made it kind of neat, like it's a little staticky right now. So the skirt's a little staticky right now, but I love this so much. So let me show you the back. It's so comfortable. I made the sleeves just a little bit longer. I completely forgot when I was doing the sleeves that I had wanted to add a little kind of frill, like just a narrow 1.5 to 2-inch little frill at the bottom of the sleeves. Completely forgot about that entirely. And then once I remembered, I didn't want to go back and put it on just because I knew I wasn't going to be wearing this maybe a couple of times. So by and large, I'm very happy with the fit of it. I especially am happy with how it holds together. I was worried about when I was stretching the fabric to sew it that this would get stretched out and would kind of gape open, but how it's laid out, this is the straight of the grain, so that worked out okay. And I don't know if that played into the one part of the fit that I'm not totally happy with. I just feel like the shoulders come down on my shoulders a little farther than I would want them to, and I don't know if that is because I've cut the wrong size. I did grade between, I think it was a 12 for the top and a 14 for the skirt. Or if it's because I did the whole stretching while I was sewing it and this got stretched out more. It seemed like I didn't notice it really until I put the sleeves in, and so I don't know if that was the right size, or I needed to do something to the pattern. I don't know. I will have to try again another time. I will certainly sew this pattern again. It's so comfortable to wear. So I wore it to a party last week, and I will probably wear it again on Christmas Eve or maybe Christmas Day or maybe both because it's so comfortable. I can, sit cross-legged in a chair in it, and I can eat in it. Anyway, this was a super fun challenge, and my thanks to Renata and Rosabella for hosting, and for Alex for inspiring me to sew this pattern. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and think about subscribing. Next year it's going to be a lot more sewing involved. I'm getting a new sewing machine. I have all kinds of plans for projects. I will still be knitting because I do love to match the sewing and the knitting and the shoes. So if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and also think about subscribing because there will be more sewing. I think I'm going to start a sewing blog so that I can sort of coordinate the blog and videos on here. I'm not sure what it's going to be called yet, but I will try to differentiate between the sewing videos and the knitting videos in case the knitters are not interested in the sewing and the sewers, sewists, seamstresses, whatever word you want to say, are not interested in the knitting stuff. But thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a very happy Christmas if that is the holiday that you celebrate. But until I see you another time, from my heart to yours, happy sewing.